Your boy Pierre. So I would like to talk to you about UPS, okay? Now, I love working at UPS. I do. And the shift I work at UPS is I work in the morning. I work from like 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. I work sunrise, okay? My thing with UPS is I'm a very honest person, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, I have a very bad attendance issue at UPS. Okay, now I love working at UPS, so I'm gonna give you a quick story. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm gonna title this video yet. I don't know what's the title gonna be yet, but let me talk to you. So quick history. I've been at UPS for 6 years, right? So I used to work preload for like 5 years. Preload and sunrise is almost like the same thing. I mean, like, the really difference between preload and sunrise in my hub, I don't know, either it is for other hub or warehouse, is preload, we do stuff for like local area, for like Nashville, like they deliver stuff, like we unload the stuff and then people load it and they deliver it in one Nashville. And sunrise, they do that stuff from like, they unload it and they send it to different state. I think, to my understanding, I think that was the only difference. So it's kind of like we're in the same building, but we kind of like separate. Okay, so I was on preload. Now with preload, we was working more hours. We was working like 4 hours a day, 5 hours a day, you know. But when you're unloading, I mean, I was sorting. I still had an easy job, but it's still a hard job. I had an easier job, but it's still a hard job doing for 4 or 5 hours a day. You know, listen, I'm not making excuses. I'm just trying to, you know, tell you what's going on. Now, my thing is, I was like, you know, I'll be late. Like, you know, I'll be late like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you know. I'll miss at least 1 day a week. You know, it's very bad. You know, it's me. It's not UPS. Like I said, I like UPS. I like working there. You know, but my problem wasn't, you know, I didn't mind getting disciplined. I'm fine with getting disciplined. You know, I used to talk to my manager. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a quick story with my manager. Okay, I had a lot of managers. The managers I had when I was working at UPS, I'm not gonna give out no names or none, but the first manager I had, he was good with working with my schedule, because I was working at UPS and I also was working like 12 hours a day at a warehouse. You know, I was going like 4 p.m., get off at 3 a.m. and go straight to UPS. And that manager used to understand. He used to be like, man, you're tired. Although I didn't have seniority. Now, UPS is really big on seniority, meaning like people who's been there the longest, that's people who get to go home first. They ask them, hey man, you want to leave? You say yes or no, then they go by somebody else, you know, on the list. Now, but he used to work with me. He used to be like, not just me personally, he used to work. The thing with that first manager, if you want hours, he give you hours. If you don't want to be there, he lets you go home. So me and him, we didn't have no problem. He just show up to work, which I did, and then I go in. Sometimes I didn't even clock in. He just be like, you can leave. Now, he had a situation where they had to, I think they had to fire him, or they had to send him to a different warehouse because something happened. And I knew when they did that, I would have been fucked. Excuse my language. And sure enough, I was fucked. So I started have to, you know, no more leaving early for me. That's what that meant. No more leaving early. So we had a new manager. We actually had few managers. I don't know what happened to them. They keep moving people around. But there's two managers. We had 2 new managers. We had one manager. I had same problem with him. I was still coming in late, and I was missing at least 1 or 2 days a week because I'm just really suck waking up in the morning. You know, I just can't do it. You know, like I can show you what on my phone. I have like 5 alarm clock, 2 o'clock, 2:10, 2:15, 3. You know, I'm still waking up late. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I didn't have fun with them because, you know, they'd be like, man, the second manager I had, he was like, man, you know, he wired me up, and then I took it to my union steward, which is very good. That's why you need to be in the union. I took it to my union steward, and then he filed a grievance, and then he was like, you know, he fought for me, and he made a lot of good points too, you know, because I was like, you know, you're not writing other people up, you know, am I a target? Is this personal? I wasn't the one, but you still gotta treat everybody equal. If I'm fucking up, somebody else fucking up, you have to write, you know, you have to discipline them too. So he had some good points he was pointing out for me. So that was I had a good union steward. You know, then they had to move him around and stuff. And then I don't know what happened to do this. That manager, he got demoted, you know, because he did some bullshit. It's like every manager that's trying to fire me of my bullshit, they end up getting fired of their own bullshit. So I had another black manager. I didn't really fuck with dude. I didn't really like him because his thing was like, if I miss a day, remember I got seniority. If I miss a day the next day, he be mad at me because I no call no show. Like I say, it's my fault, I know. But he was trying to make me stay and work extra and make me do jobs that's not even on my, you know, my title. Like, I be a sorter, everybody will leave, and then he will send me, he'd be like, well, you wasn't here yesterday, go do pickup, basically like scan eggs or something. I didn't like that, but I was like, you know, I wasn't here, so let me go ahead and stay here, you know, but I ain't like that. You know, there was one time I was like, man, you know, I got seniority. They said, man, I don't want to hear that. You was no call, no show yesterday. We needed you. You know, like I said, he was what I was wrong, but, you know, I ain't like that. But, you know, I don't know what happened to him. They had to move him. He probably did some bullshit too. You know what I'm saying? Now, then I had another manager, you know. All of them been there 10 years, 20 years, or they came from other warehouse. Now, the other manager I had, that guy, he came in there on some I'm the boss attitude. Like me, I only been there about 4 years by then, you know, 4 or 5 years, so I already know how to play the game real good. And like, you know, I know how this stuff works. But he came on some, he was stuck in that shit. The first week he was on my soda. I came in, I was like 7 minutes late. That man said it was cold too. It was during winter time. I'm in there half asleep. I'm dragging in there on the soda now. I didn't have no jacket, so I had my sleeve. I had my arms in my sleeve, half asleep, dragging. That man look at me. I put that on everything. That man look at me, said, "Hey, what you doing up there? You been here? You came here 7 minutes late. You ain't touch your box. You ain't doing nothing." You know what I'm saying? He's just screaming at me. I'm already half asleep and I'm already cold. I'm already not in the mood to be there, right? I looked the man in the eye. That's the first time I ever talked to the man. I was like, I don't like the way you're talking to me. Then he was like, what? He was like, I'm about to go get a union steward. I was like, please do. Now, of course, when he went and got the union steward, his attitude changed completely. Well, basically what I'm trying to tell him is that, you know, he need to be here on time, and when he come here, he need to get to work instead of dragging. But he didn't have that same energy though. He was yelling, screaming at me. So I told the union steward, I was like, that's fine. You what? I'm wrong. But I'm a man like you a man. I don't like the way you was yelling, screaming at me. I just didn't like that. You know, I feel like, I mean, you probably making over $100,000 a year. I'm making what, $13,000 a year. You know, I'm part-time, but still, though, I'm a man like you, a man. I just don't like the way you talking to me. I didn't like that at all. I swear to God, that's what I told him in front of the union steward. And then I got smart with him. See, I got a smart mouth. I told him, man, I was like, you know, you get mad at me. You saying that I'm not working, but what now? You talking to me? You messing up production. You're not helping the situation any further. I swear to God, that's what I told him. I was like, so can I please go back to work now? But after that, man, he knew I was a problem. So, but he still kept that similarity with other people. He would talk shit to other people. I seen a lot of people quit because they're scared of his bullshit. He would threaten you and say, if you keep missing days, I'm gonna fire you. You know, he said all that bullshit. Say you can, you know, say I can replace you. All that bullshit. He didn't say that shit to me, but I see him would say that shit to my co-workers, to my friends, right? And then remind you, I had about 5 since I've been there. Before him, I had already had like 4 managers, meaning like, motherfucker, you are replaceable too. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is replaceable. I had 4 managers before you came, so you are here talking shit about, oh, I can replace you, I can replace you. They can replace you too. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, I know I'm in the wrong with my attendance issue, you know, all that stuff. What I'm trying to say is that it's all about respect and all about, you know, how to go about it. So me and him actually became cool, to be honest with you, but I kept fucking it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a weirdo, I'm not gonna lie to you. Me and him, we became cool. You know, he started to give me a lot of leeway because, you know, he know I wasn't with this shit. So, you know, I miss a day or whatever, you know, we laugh about it the next day, you know what I'm saying? Then I miss another day, you know, you know what I'm saying? Then he kind of like, man, look, man, you know, we cool now, but I feel like you're taking advantage of my friendship. That's what he said, which was kind of true, but my thing is that it's not personal. I just have a fucking bad habit of waking up in the morning. A lot of time I would go to work just to fuck with him. I mean, just to be cool with him because, you know, cause he's more of a slave than I am, because I mean, like, he's full time. He got, you know, a whole family, mortgage, everything depend on that job. That's his career, so he has to do what he do. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. So I told the man, you know what I'm saying, he was like, then he had to stop the friendship stuff. He was like, man, you taking advantage. He said, you taking advantage of my friendship, man. You ain't taking me serious. You come in here when you want to and shit like that. I'm winding your friends up. I'm not winding you up. All that stuff is true. You know, but I told him, I was like, even before it was cool, because he used to talk shit. He was like, I could have watched you up, but I never watched you up. But I always told him, I was like, dang, I just entered the wrong way in this apartment. But I always told him, I was like, I don't want no special privilege. That's what I told him. I was like, I don't want no special privilege. You know, treat me like you should everybody else. If you're gonna, you know, wad me up, make sure you wad them up. Or if you're gonna wad them up, make sure you wad me up. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Just be fair. That's why I always play by the book. Because I know what to do, you know. Like, you wad me up, I file grievance, I come to work on time for 2 weeks. That shit we set, you know. They don't keep working like it, like, you know, like a normal job. In a regular job, I would have been quit. That's why I love UPS, or I would have been getting fired. So I had to, so me and him, we became enemies again. I had to go to, so I was like, man, let me go to Sunrise, because if I stay here any longer, I will be, man, they got some mention around here. If I stay here no longer, I'm gonna be fired. So I went to Sunrise. I had seniority, so I went to Sunrise. You know, at UPS you can change shift every 6 months, January or July. You can go to any shift you like. If you have seniority, you most likely you'll get it. So I went to Sunrise, which I should have done 5 years ago, because, you know, them people, they was getting out at 6:30. They was working like 2 hours, 3 hours, leave home early. So I went to Sunrise, and I know it killed him to see me there every day. You know, I had a new manager or a different manager. They already know I'm with this shit. But I did good the first month. The first month on Sunrise. Hold up. Yeah, man. So I'm doing Amazon Flex. But my first month at Sunrise, you know, I came to work every day. Everything was good. You know, for the first month, I had good attendance. I think I was there one time, and then the manager, my new manager, he put me back to work with them with preload once more, you know. But even that day, me and that manager I left from preload, he was like, because it's been like 2 weeks since I left though, went to Sunrise, he was like, you know, on the low, he missed me. And I was like, I miss you too. You know, like I said, man, it's not him, it's me. You know, it's me. I was with this shit. Like I told you, I already told you the man was working with me. You know what I'm saying? But I had to go to Sunrise. I think it was the best for him, for me, you know. Because he was even hold on. Let me go back a little bit. You know, so when we became enemies again, like when he was like, look man, I can't fuck with you no more, I can't be your friend no more because you're taking advantage of me. Man, you know, I'm with this shit too. So there was a little situation happened with another co-worker I didn't like. You know, me and her got into it. Let me tell you that story real quick. I'm trying to explain it to the best I can because, you know, I work there. I'm trying to make sense of I'm trying to paint the picture. So at that time, she was a spy person, meaning she was scanning, like she scanned the box, and I was a sorter. Okay, so you will have somebody unloading the truck, and those boxes will be in a conveyor belt, and then she will scan it, put a label on it to tell you where it goes, and then me, the sorter, I will sort it where it goes. I hope that makes sense. Now me, I don't know, I think I was just been lazy or whatever. I wouldn't say I was just being lazy, but I wasn't working as fast as I could. Let's put it this way. So okay, I take that back. I wasn't being lazy. You know, I was doing the best I could. But me and her, we ain't cool. Long story. We'll talk about it another day. So she was talking shit. She was like, I'm up there bullshitting, I'm not working. And I was trying to tell her that ain't nowhere to put the box because the motherfuckers, they're behind, right? And then she was like, she you know, she made a little threat to me. She was like, I got something for you, I got something for you. You know what I mean? Now when me and her used to be cool, you know, we used to be cool. I know I think she said something about she keep a gun. She kept a gun in her car or something like that. So I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean you have something for me? What does that mean you gonna shoot me? You know, that's what I said. Now the manager, you know, I won't say nobody's name, but the manager that said he ain't fucking with me no more. So I was fucking with him. I was like, I'm gonna give him a name, a fake name. I'm gonna be like, Joe. I'm like, Joe, you need to come here when I have something to report to you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like snitching, but you call it what you want to call it. But let's hold that energy though. You wanna, before you call me a snitch, let's hold that energy. Now Joe don't like me because of my attendance issue. Joe don't really like her, but Joe and them, they're cool because they're trying to get rid of me. She even her told my friend that Joe's trying his best to get me out of here. So they've been working together. Okay, so who's snitching? So I was like, Joe, I need something to, I gotta report something to you. Cause Joe was like, well, you're not working. I was like, she just made a threat to me. She said she got something for me. I don't know what that means. I don't feel safe. You know, I was exaggerating at that moment. I was like, I don't feel safe. I think I should go home or something. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, I was like, then I started cussing at Joe, my manager. I was like, man, you ain't shit. I'm over here trying to report something serious to you. I'm saying that she make a threat to me. You ain't taking it serious. You ain't writing no report or nothing. I was like, you know, that's shit like it happen on the news all the time. Motherfucker come in and shoot the whole place up. You know, school shooting and shit. Because people don't want to take action. I'm exaggerating shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, Joe was like, I will look into it. I'll look into it. I was like, you look, what do you mean you look into it? I was like, dude, you ain't making no effort. You still got us working together. You ain't separating nobody. Then that's when he had to move her 2 doors down and give me somebody else. So I missed the next day on purpose. I was like, I didn't feel safe. I text him. I was like, I don't feel safe to come to work, so I'm not gonna come to work. Woo! Pierre is with this shit. So the next day I came to work. The union steward, I had another union steward. He wasn't fucking with me though. He was like, well, she ain't never said she had a gun. You the one that said she had a gun. I was like, bro, somebody said they got something for you. What does that mean? That's a threat. He was like, no, that's not a threat. I mean, they could mean anything. I was looking at him like, what? And then I was like, but still though, we over here cussing and stuff, you know, talking shit. I was like, he ain't taking no action, he ain't separating nobody. He left me in a hostile work environment. You know, I was having fun with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel safe, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't come to work. I didn't know what was gonna happen. Still today, she still work there. I still work there. They see me. I know he killed them to see me. It's like every manager that's trying to fire me, they either quit, got demoted, got sent to another shift, got sent to another warehouse, or retired. Like one motherfucker just retired. And that motherfucker, me and him got into it. He wasn't really my manager per se, but he was kind of like a co-manager. He woke me up one day. He was with this shit one day. We'll start real quick. One day he woke me up. Dang, what did he do? He was talking shit. You know, I seen a manager was working that day. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care myself personally when manager are working, but they ain't supposed to be working. And I forgot what that manager did to me. I'm gonna call him Steve. I forgot what Steve did to me, but Steve is the one that retired. He was with this shit. He was, me and him was cool, but one day he was with this shit. He was really bad on me. He was just on me. He just kept fucking with me. He was like, oh, you need to work faster. Oh, you're not done yet? Hey, can you go down and do this? I was like, oh man, you been harassing me all morning. Cause honestly, they ain't allowed to tell you all that shit. It's called work harassment at UPS. They're fucking with you for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So I just went and got my union steward. I was like, man, this guy is harassing me. But of course, he was like, hey, where you been? What you doing? Where did you go? I was like, I went to get my union steward. And he was like, well, you have to do that on your own time. Of course, this attitude changed completely. Now, I don't really know what managers, I know I'm getting hot right now because I got on the ACF, that way you can hear me talk. I don't know what really happened to him when you file a grievance or when you get the union steward, but they act like a different person. So when my union steward came, he was like, what's going on? He said, you've been picking on him all day. You keep moving him around, giving him a hard time. Then he was like, oh, I'm so sorry if that was Steve. I almost forgot the nigga name I gave him, but I was Steve. Steve, man, he was kissing my ass all day. He was like, oh, I'm so sorry if you felt this way. I'm sorry if you felt this way. I was not trying to do this to you. I went home, he texted me and said, hey, look, I am so sorry again that you felt this way. I was like, ah, damn. You know what I'm saying? So I filed a grievance on that motherfucker for harassment. I filed a grievance on another supervisor, and I ain't got nothing to do with for working because they're just a supervisor. It's gonna go back to him because he's the manager. But let's move forward. Woo. So now I'm on Sunrise. The manager at Sunrise, you know, I've been there almost like 10 months now. So I was doing good, and I started fucking up with my attendance policy again. I'm in attendance again, and then you know he wired me up. The first time he wired me up, he gave me actually I'm gonna be real with you because I'm a weird nigga. The first time he wired me up, I had to miss at least 4 days. He ain't said nothing to me till he actually wired me up. So I was like, like I said, it's my fault. So he wired me up. He was like, well, you was doing good, blah blah blah. I ain't said nothing to them, man. I was like, thank you, you know. Then I went to my union steward, file it. Come to work for 2 weeks, everything cool, and then miss a day, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not with this shit. My thing is that if you gonna wind me up. I just don't want you to be talking shit and all that shit, okay? Now, they made some changes, you know. Now, that motherfucker, they move on to another shift. Now, I got a new manager, and that motherfucker is cool. That motherfucker is cool. When I say it's cool, I'm not saying that he let me do whatever I want. No. He's just a cool motherfucker. Now, I missed a few days, you know what I'm saying? Then he woke me up. And the first time he actually, come to think about it, I think he only woke me up once. The first time he woke me up, you know, he gave me, yeah, so he woke me up. And the first time he woke me up, I think he probably woke me up twice. But the first time he woke me up, I probably missed 2 days. But he, you know, he woke me up, but he was kind of bullshitting though. He woke me up for 8 10s, then he put in a lot of days I was late for by like 1 minute. I was like, this motherfucker has been petty. He's bullshitting. But you know, he just came over. I did like he do have a nice attitude. I love his attitude. Like he knows how to talk to people. Everything is yes sir, no sir, thank you sir. I love that about him. But I think he was being petty. That nigga, when he woke me up, he also put days I was late. Nigga, I was late like 1 minute. He was like, well, you was late. I was like, this motherfucker. I was like, okay, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna give you a shot at hell. But then what happened? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So he woke me up. Now this is what I like about it though. When he woke me up, he didn't give me hell. I love that about it. I respect about it. He woke me up kind of like, nigga, you know what this is. So he gave it to me. He even said nothing. He just called me up, and then the fucking union steward was there. He just gave it to me, and I was like, cool. That was it. He didn't give me no, he wasn't trying to sun me, wasn't trying to talk any shit. He didn't even tell me why he woke me up. He didn't give me no hard time. But I just didn't like that little bullshit he did with like, woke me up because I was like 1 minute late, you know, whatever. So I found my little grievance, you know. Everything was cool. But you know, he was still new. But he was fucking with me. I don't know why he was fucking with me, but he was fucking with me. So he came to my truck again. He was like, hey man, I don't know what's wrong with you. You're not moving fast enough. You know? So I just kind of ignored it, you know. So I was just kind of like listening to him. I was like, well now he's harassing me. Because my job don't require that much communication. The most a nigga have to tell me is what door to go to unload, or when it's break time, or when his break is over. Any other thing, you ain't got to come to me and tell me shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just want to fuck with me. So I had a little situation. Let's hold that thought. I had a little situation with another guy that worked there, another co-worker. Now his job is to clean. Trying to see where I can put it in terms you can understand. His job was to clean the slide. Basically, if you have a lot of big boxes that are too big for the belt, you put them on the slide, and there's a guy, his job is to clear the slide. They put them somewhere else. Now that guy that was cleaning the slide, he was bullshitting. So I was just piling shit up. All my big boxes, I put them to the side, put them down the slide, and that nigga snapped on me. He was like, hey man, stop doing shit. I was like, what you mean, nigga? I was like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? We talking shit. I was like, what's up? What you mean? You down there bullshit, you don't want to do your job. I'm just doing my job. What the fuck you mean? He said, I'm going to tell you last time, that's a warning. I was like, that's a warning? What the fuck? What does that mean? That's a warning. Then he went and got Billy. Okay, my new manager, his name is Billy. I mean, his nickname. So he went and got Billy. So I was like, I mean, this dude just down there bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like Billy was taking his side. He was like, well, basically he's saying that he throwing stuff, don't throw stuff. I was like, dude, man, this is UPS. I ain't got time to be gentle with the box. I was like, this is the first time since I've been here in 6 years, a manager tell me to be gentle. We gotta be aggressive. We gotta keep this shit moving. I'm sure there's some motherfucker that told me that I was working slow. You know what I'm saying? And then Billy gonna come trying to show me how to throw the box down the slide. That man said, okay, I want you to throw it like this, not like this. I was like, Billy, you just did the same thing, except you just put a little speed to it. So we went on break, and after break, I talked to Billy. I was like, man, look, man, you know what? I like you, man. You know, I like you. I have respect for you. I have a friend where he told me on break, he was like, man, Billy is cool. If you get fired or anything, it's your fault. It's not Billy's fault, because Billy is like the coolest manager. Billy know how to talk to people. And I was like, Billy, I like you. You know what I'm saying? Like the other managers, they be talking shit when I'm late. They be talking shit when I'm not here. But you woke me up here and say shit to me. You just give me the paper. You know, I like you. I like the way you talk to people. You say, sir, thank you. And I said that back to him. I was like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't want no bad blood with you. You know what I'm saying? And then we shook hands and stuff like that, and we've been cool ever since. When I say about that, we've been cool. Like when I see him, like, nigga, listen, I will miss 2 days. I think he did wipe me up again one time. I think, I'm not sure. I don't remember. But I will miss up 2 days. Like he know I do not want to be here, and some other people. Really thing is, like the first manager I had, If you want to be a UPS, you want to work a lot of hours, good, he got you. But if you just want to come here, you don't want to work that many hours, or you don't want to work, you can go home. He found somebody that want to do that. He's not going to give you a head about it. Now that's the energy I like. So everyone, he will ask me, he have to ask me, he cannot just send me home. He'll be like, would you like to go home today? And I'm like, yes sir, thank you. You know what I'm saying? We're cool as fuck. I love that about him, and I'm still fucking up. Although he still asks me if I want to go home, sometimes, you know, I just can't do it. I still end up not coming to work. I'm still fucking missing days. And when I come back the next day, sometimes it's 2 days in a row. When I come back the next day, he's not like, hey, what the fuck you been here? What the fuck happened to you? It's like, hey, how you doing today? Everything is cool. You know, but I mean, like, he can still wind me up, but my thing is that, look, my thing is that I like his energy. I like the way he's not talking shit to me, he's not talking down to me. That's all I'm asking from any manager. I know some people are in the fence. Now, some of my friends are in the fence with that. Some of my friends said, I'm bullshitting. If I don't want my job, I should quit. Listen, I love working at UPS. I do want to work at UPS. Some mornings, I just do not want to be there. If that's the case, I will have quit myself. I like the benefit. I like everything UPS have to offer. Woof. So that's my story about UPS. But the manager I have is cool as fuck. You know. But the other manager before him, when I was on Sunwise, the manager I had before Billy, that nigga was doing some bullshit. You know, he used to let his people go, call me over and tell me to unload the truck. A lot of time I was like, yo, Mike, we gonna call him Mike. I was like, yo, Mike. I was like, why you let your people go and I'm done with my truck and you get me over here to do your truck? Well, he was like, well, you wanna go, you can go. I was like, yeah. And I left. Who's unloading it? Him. It's not what it's supposed to. You don't send all your people home because you want to fuck with me. The first few times I ain't said nothing, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because I know my watch at UPS. I know the book, the seniority law, you know. Basically, people who's been there the longest, that's people who get to live first. But what he will do, I'm over here unloading. You know, I try and watch everything what's going on, you know. And I'm seeing a lot of people leaving early. Because they're clocking out. So I go back to him. I was like, you know I got seniority, right? And that motherfucker gonna be like, how long you been here? I'm like, motherfucker, you know everybody work right here. You gotta know this shit. I know I just came from Preload, but I know you I know you know how long I've been working here. But I kept my phone. I was like, maybe about 6 years. He was like, if you wanna go, you can go. I go. I just clock out and go. Every time I see him let somebody go before me. Look, my thing at UPS is a great job, but you have to open your mouth, man. You have to fight. You have to know the rules at UPS, because if you don't, they're gonna run over you. Now there are some good workers at UPS that I wish I was. Those people are motivate me. They motivate me. They come in there with a work boots on, with a big gallon of water, and they just really. And I love those people, man. I love those people. But those people, man, they work like a dog, because the harder you work, the more they're gonna make you work. They're just like yes men, especially the new guys. Yes man, yes man. That's okay. The new guys is okay, because I used to be a new guy. I used to do the same thing when I was new. I was working my ass off. But I know some people who's been there for some years. They are very motivated. But yeah, so that's my UPS story.